All right, we should be live. Should be. Let's see if this is working. Let me know if the audio is okay. I understand that the webcam is glitching out a bit, but next time that shouldn't happen. I think it's just dying, and I thought that the webcam would be charging during it, but I guess not. This is just a test. I want to do longer and more, in-depth streams in the future, but we'll see what happens. Yeah. So this is the project file for Real People in Real Places. If you have any questions about it, feel free to, let me know. And I'll answer those. And I guess first we'll, listen to it. Yeah, let's listen to it. I understand that the webcam can be quite annoying, but sorry. So I want to speak through this, but I don't know if everybody's okay with me doing that, or they just want to listen to the song. Let me know if it's too quiet as well. On my end, it's not too quiet, but we'll see. Also, this is the unmixed version and unmastered, obviously, so some levels might be off. Are the levels okay? Everybody can hear? I'm going to take that as a yes. Hello, Simon. And Monica. Nope. I don't know how to pronounce that. Thank you, guys. Sorry for cutting you out, but I'll be going through each of the stems once this is finished. Anything interesting, I'm glad to hear that. Reverse Prodigy. It's cool. And honestly, Fable Late, I haven't either. Just going through this project file is pretty interesting. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Obviously, this guitar is still going, but yeah. So first thing that you'll probably notice, well, I'm not sure if anybody noticed, but you know, in this track, the drums sound fairly good, and that's because they were actually recorded on an electronic kit using Superior Drummer. I can actually isolate those if you want. The final track was actually mixed by Matthew Kidd, who is Slow Meadow. He did a great job on it. But here's what they sound like on their own. Thank you, Parker. It's really cool. They're actually fairly simple drums. I wanted them to be as natural as possible, like that sort of room tone. And I think it turned out fairly well. I wanted more fills and stuff in it, but programming them that way was kind of difficult, and editing them that way. You can see a small one here. You know, but they're fairly simple, like I said. You know, processing on them. It's just EQs. In Superior Drummer, I have compressors on there and stuff. But let's see. Just a basic one. This is the kick. You know, it's the room, I think, that actually gives it the body of the kick. And the overhead, maybe. Oh, I guess it's the overhead. But the room is just a simple wave there to get the high end. The overhead's just low cut that, low cut that. I don't know why there's two EQs on here, but there are. And I remember having so much trouble with the snare. I personally don't actually like the sound of the snare, but you know, it is what it is. It's a brush snare, so on the samples, instead of hitting it with a stick, I wanted that more mellow sound, and that's what came out of it. I think I actually disabled the compressor on this one too, just to make it a little bit nicer. I think I added a transient, you know, editor to make the attack a little bit less sharp. And then these strings, oh man, they were so good. So one guy did all these strings after I wrote them. He's in Berlin. His name was Jonathan Dreyfus. And when he sent them back, I was just so stoked because, you know, as good as they sound, they're very human. They have a lot of imperfections, but it's so good. Let's see where that is. Even just the cello. Like, there's not too much of a vibrato. It doesn't sound really amateur, but it's definitely not, I don't want to call it not professional, because obviously it is, but it just sounds so good. And then there's it with the viola. I'm not a big fan of viola normally, or violin, honestly, but and he did a lot of mixing for the strings itself. As you can see, there's literally not even EQ other than the violin on the left. Let's see what's on there. And it's just a harmonic. It's just getting rid of one of the harmonics. Yeah. Oh, I could listen to these strings for days. And if you notice too, they're not even panned. They're probably... Maybe Slow Meadow did a little bit of panning for that in the actual mix. I'm assuming he did, just to make them sound wider and stuff. And honestly, this song is so simple. You know, it's one of these songs where everything is just repeating and adding on to each other to make sort of like the explosion, which is, you know, right here, the climax of the song. But even then, everything is just repeated, you know. I can show you the guitar. Oh, this is a drone that just goes all the way through. You can see it, pattern 8 and pattern 9 here. It's just a, oh, it's 2. Okay, let's see what this is. It's just a D sharp and G sharp. Let's see what it sounds like though. So these are the, I use a lot of the Olaf Arnold's Spitfire collection. Looks like this is the preset Hopes and Dreams pad in light noise. Let's see what. Yeah, exactly. Fable and Schlatt. That's the way I like to make the music, right? I don't like to overcomplicate things. It's a nice sounding pad though. Could make that into an ambient piece on its own. And it looks like, let's see what this is. It looks like it's muted. Unless that's a... So this was originally in it. Oh, it's just a noise. Oh, cool. I guess I took it out for, you know, cleanliness. Oh, thanks, Lara. That's cool. Yeah, and then the guitars. Let's see the guitars. You know, it's just, I'm not a guitar player by trade or whatever. So I actually record each note one by one when they're strumming. Sounds like this is the bass though. Let's see. Thanks, Rick. Yeah, this is my first stream. It's just a test. As you can see, the webcam is dying. So next time I'll make sure that that's not dying. I guess I left it on when I was preparing for this. Hey Pete, that's cool. I'm glad to hear that. Next time I'm going to maybe go over this again for other people, but I'll also go over some other tracks. As long as I have the project files, I can ask you guys what you guys want to see, what your guys' favorite tracks are. But yeah, this is the base of it. It's just such a simple strum, you know, and that's actually nice. A lot of the time in ambient tracks, what I'll do is have the ambient track and then have it reach its climax or whatever. And then I would end with this, kind of like I did in this. Let's see. Because at the end, I know it ends with this. Oh, right. So this was actually a pretty fun idea that I had when I was doing this song, is I went straight DI into this. Let's see. Yeah, here's my guitar rig. Oh, no, that's for the drone. Yeah, here's my guitar rig settings for the guitar. It's super simple. A tiny bit of overdrive, a little bit of reverb, delay. You know, it's all very simple. It's the easiest way to mix when it's all simple, you know. And yeah, what I probably did for this was record each note and then put it all together. And as you can see, there's actually automation controlling dynamics more than maybe they should. Maybe I should learn how to play guitar a little bit better, but you can see that here, these humps here. But when they go together, you know, it sounds nice. You know, what's this? Oh yeah, so I actually set up a mic when I was recording DI straight into my interface to get these kind of textural, the lo-fi sounds, I guess you could call them. They turned out pretty good though. So I guess I did actually play these chords instead of note by note. When I show This Guy Sings Its Chorus though, you'll see when I did Nope, I know, but that'll be next time. I'm thinking about doing streams, I don't know, maybe once every 2 weeks. Me and Jack and Water, another musician, if you haven't heard his stuff, he's like an acoustic singer-songwriter type guy. He's great. But we're wanting to play some video games every once in a while on stream, so we're doing that tomorrow. I'll be streaming it here, and he'll be streaming it on his Twitch. You guys should come check it out. Yeah. But every 2 weeks or so, I think I want to do this. The new album comes out on April 16th, which is a Friday. When is that, though? Oh, it's in 2 Fridays. So on this Friday, I think I want to do another stream, and I'll show some other tracks, maybe some ambient songs, and show you guys how I do that one. Those types of songs. And then next Thursday, I want to do a live stream showing like kind of like an album stream, you know, where we all listen to the album together for the first time, and then it'll be out on Friday, which I think would be fun. I won't be going over the project files that time, but just listening to the songs. If you guys have any questions or whatever, I'm sure I'll put something out on Instagram asking questions. And then after that, I would like to do it fairly regularly. It's fun. I'm not sure if I'll always be doing this or playing video games or just chatting or whatever, but yeah. Once my camera dies, I think that'll be it for this one. That'll be kind of like a sign that it should end. But yeah, you can actually see how I write my strings here. I write it all in MIDI at first. Let's actually unmute these. Let's see how it sounds. So these are the plugins that I use to write. Looks like it's probably, the Artisan Violin and Artisan Cello by Spitfire. They're not the best ones, but they're the ones I'm comfortable with. Oh, Sweet Fable. Yeah, I'll make sure I do that next Thursday then. I'll try to set up a proper time, and yeah, we'll listen to the new album together in full, including the bonus track that nobody knows about. You know, even the strings, they look complicated, but they're not. It looks like this is the violin, or maybe cello. Yeah, violin. But that's how it was originally written. That's pretty cool. And then that essentially turned into, let's see if I can find it. Sounds a lot better. I almost wish I could make a track around these strings because I just love them and they kind of get buried in the final mix. It's so nice. Yeah, it's right there. And this one here is just a mix that Jonathan Dreyfus, the person who recorded them, he did a slight mix of them. Oh, that's so sick. Just that cello note, right? The slide. Oh, listen to that in the context. It's awesome. So sick. Yeah, I didn't write that in. That's something, you know, you get it with when you hire musicians, essentially. They do their own take on it, and sometimes it just works so well. Yeah, and you can see the drums actually here that I originally programmed. So what I would do, or what I do is I get the drums just in, you know, my Abbey Road or whatever thing in Contact. And then I have my electric kit behind me, and I'll actually play it on Superior Drummer with better samples, or I'll go to a studio and record. But for this track, it wasn't possible due to the pandemic. But but yeah, like when you actually listen to the track, it sounds so much more complicated and much more filled. But really, it's a fairly simple track: drums, viola. Quartet. Um, just that pad to fill things out, and guitar, and you get. Yeah, Schlatt. I do play the instruments. Other than the strings, I hire somebody else to do that, but I play everything else. You don't really have to be too good at instruments, honestly, when you're doing this stuff. There's so much editing that goes into it. Even with the guitar, like you can see here, like it's literally just a loop, and it's just repeated the whole time. The bass too. It's a longer loop, but it's the same thing. And then I'll play, maybe this track isn't the best one to explain that, but maybe in This Guy Sings Its Chorus, it'll be better because, well, actually, it's pretty much the same as this. You get what I'm saying, though, right? Yeah, I love this track. Maybe. Oh, yeah, I didn't finish speaking about the drums here. So this is how I write them personally. I just get some crappy samples. I mean, they're not crappy, but they're ones that come with Kontakt. Let's see if I can find the where they're supposed to be. Yeah, this is how I wrote them. That sounds pretty good. But, and then what that ended up being, with it performed live, it wasn't recorded live since it was on the electronic drums, but, performed live. A little bit of human touch there. Just ended up sounding like this. Sounds much better. A lot more high cut, though. Like I said, there's barely any EQ. A lot of the time when you're just using samples already or whatever, they're already EQ'd pretty well. You don't and compressed and mixed. You don't really have to do much to them. What is my favorite album so far? I always go back to In Distance We're Losing. I think it was that album that I really started experimenting with, live instruments and stuff like that. And I think it has the most soul, if you want to call it that. I'm really attached to that album. I like it. I pretty much try to compete with that album on every other album. Although it doesn't have my favorite tracks in it, it's my favorite cohesive piece. It's nice. It's a good one. I'm thinking maybe I should open up one more because it is fun. It's only been 25 minutes, but it's gone by really quick. What song? Is there a track from the new album that you guys would like to hear? Oh yeah, Fable, thanks. Yeah, it's a very flowy track. Just kind of drifts in and out, I that was what I was going for. I was listening to a lot of post rock when I was making this. I can't even give an example. I'm blanking, but the more subdued post rock, not the ones that explode like explosions in the sky and stuff, but more like Tarantel and Pan American was a big influence on this whole album. Should I go through it to anything? All right, let's go to. Let's see what I should do. 1,000 Mighty Voices. Ambient jazz is This Guy Sings Its Chorus. Open. You guys haven't heard Open yet. Oh man, there's a lot here. Actually, this isn't even all the tracks. Should I play something new? Yeah, a track that's not out yet, just for you guys. This one's called Floating Completely. It's another track that has drums in it. Let's see how it sounds, because this is the well, it's probably mixed, but it's not mastered. But it was a fun one. It's very minimal. And it was very inspired by Pan American. I think you'll hear that. This one might not be the best one, but that's okay. Is the webcam getting annoying? Hope not. Oh yeah, then suddenly everything changed. That was the first song I ever put out when I was Alaskan Tapes. Whoa, looks like we crashed. All right, let's try this again. Okay, sorry guys. All right. Do I have the project file for then suddenly everything changed? I would have to search for it. Maybe that's something I can do on the next stream on Friday. If I do one on Friday, you guys will find out if I do one on Friday. Maybe that's a sign actually though. I'm going to just open up 1000 Mighty Voices instead. Just because it's already out. Let's see how it goes. Fingers crossed that it won't crash. Yeah, Schlatt, I'll definitely try to find the project files, because that would be cool. I haven't looked at that. I haven't even heard the track in years, honestly. That'd be fun. Pete, I read, a lot, kind of looking for song titles and stuff. I'll write them down and everything. Anytime I come up with a phrase or something, I'll write it down on my phone and then kind of, edit it, if you wanted to say it that way. Like the album title, or at least This Guy Sings His Chorus for Us Alone, that whole song title came from a book called On Such a Full Sea. I never actually finished the book, but that quote was in it and it just sounded so good. I think the original quote was, "The sky sings its chorus of light for us alone." And I just took out the chorus of light because, it's a little bit too much. But so this is 1000 Mighty Voices. Let's see. Let's listen. Thanks for joining me here today, by the way. This is cool. I wasn't expecting to actually get questions and stuff. I like it. It's fun. So once again, this is unmastered, but it's all good. I'm assuming there's a lot of EQ and editing in this, just because I remember there's a lot of problems with harmonics in the strings for this one. I'll go through it, or at least I'll try to. Yeah, exactly, Noah. Yeah. I got about halfway through. For me, reading is one of the things where I really ebb and flow out of it. Like, I'll be into reading for so long. Oh, I love this song. I'll be reading for so long and progressing through books, and then all of a sudden I'll just stop reading for whatever reason. But yeah, that's the exact one by I don't know how to pronounce it. Chang Ray Lee. Yeah, it was really good. I'm gonna finish it eventually, but yeah. Oh man, I forgot about this song. I like it. Let me know if that's loud. I feel like it's really loud, especially compared to the other one. Just turn it down a dB. See how it goes. Yeah, that's nice. Oh, wow. Yeah, Fable. I've actually been talking to my girlfriend about reading that. I love the movies and the Hobbit movies too, and she's read The Hobbit. I've been thinking about it because I know that the world is so expansive and immersive, but they're quite long, you know. Oh, really? Oh. Oh, sorry guys. I think you'll be able to hear it now. Let me know if you can hear it now. I'm assuming we're good. Yeah, we're good now. I can see it in my meters. Oh, sorry, guys. We're good? Okay. Well, you guys know how this song goes anyways. This one's very, ebb and flow. Much like Real People in Real Places. This one and Real People in Real Places were actually supposed to be one song. Right after this, the drums were going to come in originally, but I decided to split it up into two. They're also back-to-back on the album, for anybody who wants to know. Yeah. Oh, man, this is so good. Once again, Jonathan Dreyfus in Berlin recorded these and played them on like 100-year-old cello. It was so good. I'll go through the ambience though soon. Thanks, Fable. It's repetitive, and I was worried when putting it up that it was a little bit too repetitive, but I think I like it. I think I just did a, good job not over-expanding it, not over-complicating it. And you can see how the layer is. It's huge. Yeah, I drove it. It's cool. It should be at least. After this song's done, I'll explain a little bit. And the piano. It's actually one of the times where I didn't use real piano. This is the VST. Let's see if I can open it. The Gwilym Simic felt piano by Spitfire. So good. But yeah, Joven, it should be okay if you use my music in videos. Before it would have been fine. I signed to a label at the start of last year. And so they're kind of the ones in charge, but normally I can get you whitelisted or just get them to allow it. Shouldn't be a problem. Do what you need to do. I appreciate the credit given though. So yeah, let's look at these drones because I don't really remember too much. It looks like it's these. No. Okay. What tracks are these? 4 and 5. All right, what are these? Oh, cool. Looks like I went through Mangle with a piano, probably. Yeah, Fable, exactly. It just flows in and out. I love it. So Mangle is this awesome plugin. It's essentially a granular synthesizer. I'll show you how it works right here. So we have this. Let's see what it is. This sample. Oh, we also have that sample. Yeah, 2 samples. Nothing's happening. Okay. Anyways, it essentially plays randomly throughout the thing throughout the sample for a distinct amount of time, and it makes nice little bleeps and bloops, that sound like they're jumping around. Super nice. I'm assuming it's not working right now because the RAM is too high. Can't handle it. But that's all good. And this pad right here is probably also through Mangle. This one right here. It's probably a string pattern, maybe descending of like some scale, and it's mangled to make this pad. Oh yeah, Pot Kettle. It's hard to find people that actually use FL, especially for music like this. Obviously, there's a lot of people who use it for hip hop and lo-fi and electronic music, but you don't see it much in ambient and compositional ambient music. So yeah, that's probably how I got this pad. Doesn't sound like it's pitched or anything, but it's nice. Very nice. What is this though? So it looks like once again I turned off the hiss that I probably had going in this pattern here. Oh no. It's crashing. My computer can't handle it. Just a little bit too much. Maybe if I close Spotify. Oh God. Let's see if it'll. Anybody have any questions while this is crashing? Probably have to close Steam as well. Oh, thank you, Joven. That's cool. I was quite worried about that actually. I'm not very happy with my voice. I feel like it's a weird voice, but I'm glad you think so. All right, let's see if we can get this back. It's kind of not looking like it. How do I start a track? I just improvise. I'll start playing some chords. I'll try to find a nice patch for a pad, like an ambient pad. All right, there you can see my desktop. But yeah, I kind of improvise. It's different for every track. Honestly, I haven't really made too much music lately. I've been kind of in a state of writer's block for a while, which has sucked. But I've found that once you start a track, don't give up on it. You can make any track sound good. Whether or not it'll actually be used or put out is a different story, but it's really good to actually just finish tracks, it's just like that. I think we're gonna have to go like this again. Okay. And you'll be able to actually hear it again. Let's see. Maybe we can open up another track. But yeah, I got into the habit of just finishing tracks, like that's the most important thing. Nothing's harder than actually knowing when to stop working on a track. And I feel like I've gotten decently good at it. Just don't stop making it. Why did I start making music? I was 16 and my stepbrother wanted to make videos on YouTube, and he wanted me. I played drums for a long time before that, but I'd never touched piano or guitar or anything. And he told me about FL Studio because I think we probably YouTubed how to make music, and I BitTorrented it. Now I own it, but yeah, it was just like that. And then I sat on it for a long time. I just didn't use it. And then what even happened then? I guess dubstep and drum and bass started becoming really big, and I was like, yeah, I can make that, being a naive 16-year-old. And then, it just happened. I started making dubstep music, which turned into drum and bass, kind of heavier stuff. But that stuff gets boring pretty quick to me. And then it just got slower and slower from there. It was fun. Yeah, exactly, Pod Kettle. I don't get stuck in that anymore. I understand how it's easy to get stuck in that loop. But not anymore. I tend to actually write the end of the track first because I like going into that like more ambient transitions. Did I open the wrong track here? I did. This is And Then Calm. Okay, well, it looks like we're looking at And Then Calm. Can we hear it though? Let's see. Yes, we can. Cool. All right, this is actually probably a cool one to show off because there's a lot of reverb and editing going on. I don't know if it's too loud. It seems like it's too loud. Yeah, let me know if that's a little bit better. It might be a little bit too quiet. Okay, cool. Do you recall where the background chatter in On Deer Island comes from? I always wondered, who are these people? What are they talking about? Let's see. On Deer Island. I can't even remember how it sounds. Oh man, I wish copyright wasn't such a thing. I'd love to just listen to what people recommend, music-wise. I think that'd be so cool. I'm not sure if it's possible though. All right, let's see. Oh, sounds like me. It sounds like to me, if you guys know the artist Voga, he lives in Toronto around me, and we probably went out field recording one day in the train stations. We were just having a conversation and trains going by. That's what all that noise is. That's what I'm assuming. I could be wrong about that, but who knows? It's funny how click and play on this, it sounds like the same song, just transposed a bit. Yeah, that's the line I caught too, which is why I'm assuming it was from that day, because we weren't even sure if any of this stuff was usable. Look at these chords. What the heck is going on here? Contact 6. Alright, let's see. Number 12. Oh, I thought this was the drone. It's just the bells. Yeah, Fable, it's really good. If anybody hasn't checked out Voga's music, you definitely should. It's on my playlist and stuff on Spotify. So on this, let's see what this is. It sounds just like a little bell music box. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Transposed -7. That's something I do a lot in music, is transpose to get different textures and you know, feelings or whatever. Sounds like some delay. Yes, extra delay and reverb, and high passed and low passed. Cool. And some vinyl on there. Cool. That's a cool sounding thing. All right, let's see where the pattern went. So this is the main drone of the track. Let's see what it is. Oh, cool. So anybody on Instagram or on Spotify or whatever, if you've heard of Lulatone, he's a guy in Japan. He makes these awesome instruments. I'll show you a little. He records these on vinyl and stuff. Let's see if I can get it to play. Of course I can't. Anyways, that's where all the noise comes from in this track. Oh, you know what? It's probably because, yeah, exactly. No, it's not going to play. Okay, that's fine. Let's see. Oh, it failed. I don't know why. Ah, yes. My computer's like dying from this. That's fine. But he makes really good VSTs. They're free. They're just essentially Kontakt, like libraries. Really, really good. But that's where a lot of that sound is coming from. Looks like I have a sample here. Actually, let's look at what EQ, some high end. Not sure why I EQ'd lower than 0. That's fine though. And then just extra low pass and reverb and delay. That's all that is. Cool. Oh, and it's actually probably, yeah, -7, -19, -7. Oh yeah, that's the same as -7, just an octave lower. Cool. Very cool. Looks like we have a sample here. Ooh. That's an ugly sound on its own, but I guess it works in... Oh, we got a tuner here for some reason. I guess I was using this channel for guitar at one point. Maybe that is guitar. Maybe. But yeah, looks like we have a pitch pedal, reverb, delay, like always. And then the EQ is boosted like crazy, the high end. What an ugly sound. But in the context, it's nice. See how that works? It's like masking the ugly frequencies. And then, which one is this? Is it this? Yeah. So this is just a straight drone all the way through, using the Olaf Arnold's Spitfire package again, with the Lulatone vinyl again, in Dream Sequence. That's cool. Oh, it looks like a 7th on top. That's interesting. I normally don't do that. It can go bad real quick, but I guess since it's just a drone, it works. That's cool. Very cool. Looks like we have another drone here. Number 13. Ooh, that's nice. Oh, thanks so much, Joven. I'm hopping off soon anyways, but thanks so much. Maybe I'll try to do it a little bit earlier for you for the next time. Thanks for checking in. That's cool. What a nice pad though. Let's see what this is. probably Olaf Arnold's again. Soft entrance, detuned tape. That's what it is, -7. Always. Can't really go wrong with that, and just reverb and delay again. Very cool. Very, very, very cool. There's those again. Ooh. Oh, yeah. That's fun. So that's, if you guys know Sigaros, which I'm sure most of you do, he uses the bow on his guitar, and that's what this is. Just a distorted bowed guitar. I'm assuming something here has the guitar rig. There. This is my guitar rig for this sound. So overdrive just a little bit, pitch pedal. That's interesting. Some, simulators. Reverb, delay, compression. It's a cool sound. In the context of it, it's very cool too. And this is probably the same thing. Or is this just bass? Just bass. Yeah, that's cool. If you make ambient yourself, just add a nice sub, and you can't really go wrong. Let's see what's on here. So when I get ready for mastering, I normally go through Ozone. I'll throw an imager on there to make sure it's in phase, which it's pretty much. And EQ, just get rid of some harmonics, I'm assuming. I'm not sure what, so all my music's mastered by Taylor Dupree of 12K, the label, and his music's just the best, one of my favorite artists. I'm not sure what he does, but as you can also see, it is normally mixed to about -6 is what I go to, but I'm not sure what he does. He does his, wizardry on it, and it makes it sound so good. And yeah, this track, when everything's put together, it really turns out well. Yeah. So in the future, I'm hoping to do a lot more of these, at least even just hang out and chat kind of things, go over projects of mine or whatever. But I'm also hoping to bring people on and chat with them. Is there anybody, whoever's listening or watching, is there anybody you would like to see on here with me? Chat or interview or whatever? Let me know, and maybe I can ask some people. I just got an idea too. Here's a let's see, something. So this was originally going to be in Real People in Real Places, and it is just a random beat that I made with guitar. Let's see if it'll come up, and then I'll probably end the stream. It's been an hour. I wasn't planning on going this long. Next time, also, the webcam won't be turning off every 5 seconds. Oh yeah, the basin shape of things was pretty heavy. Yeah, the one live show I've ever done, I got to play that, and it was cool. Rumbled the whole place. Yeah, that's an idea too. I could go through older tracks. All the Sleeping Since Last Year tracks are pretty fun to go through, and they're pretty complicated, honestly, in terms of production and stuff. Let's hear this though. Let's see what this is, because they're fake strings, not mixed. I think this was supposed to be at the end of 1000 Mighty Voices, because that was going to be called Real People. This song was going to be called In Real Places, and they would kind of mesh together, but I ended up scrapping it. Let's see. just a loop the whole time. You can see that. Right at the end of this loop, I'll jump to here to see it, hear the strings. Close enough. It's quite nice. I like it still. Maybe I'll finish this one day. Put it at the end of a track or something. Maybe I'll add vocals to it. Chantal can sing on it or something. Even just for these types of things, you know, it's Abbey Roads again, the Artisan violin, Artisan cello, yep, and it's probably messing around with piano. Let's see if I can get my thing to work. Fail? No? Okay. No memory. That's fine. That's cool. Yeah, it'd be really cool to, you know, go through unreleased tracks. I've a ton of unreleased tracks that would be fun to go through. That's cool. I'm usually not good at playing guitar, but that's pretty decent. You can probably hear that I was listening to a lot of like, I don't know what kind of genre it is, but it's like bedroom punk? No, maybe not. I don't know. Something like that. That's fun. Hey, Verdon's Romit. How's it going? Yeah, that's cool. Maybe I'll use it again in the future. Oops. I was working on it for 4 hours apparently. Just for this. It's probably just jamming it all day. But yeah, it's just about to hit an hour. If anybody has any other questions, I'll probably end it there. Oh, Schlatt. Yeah, next time for sure. I'll get that one. And then suddenly everything changed. Yeah. Oh, I wonder if I even have that project file anymore. It would be really cool to hear Jay's vocals isolated. You know what? Actually, there's a track I'm pretty excited about. It's coming out eventually. Let me see if I can find it. It's actually on the record as a bonus track for anybody who's bought the record. By the way, we're doing a competition tomorrow, or not a competition, a contest, where we'll be putting out the pre-save link on Instagram and everything. And if you pre-save the album on Spotify and stuff, you'll be put in a draw to win the CD or the vinyl. I think I'm going to pick 5 winners. And those will be drawn April 16th, which will be fun. You know, if you want any of those, be sure to do that. But yeah, there's a bonus track at the end. Ooh, no, I might just have to find it for next time. No. Let's see what this is. This might be an unheard song too, with vocals from Jack and Water. Let's see if it is, or if it's the one I'm thinking of. If it's not, I'll find it for next time, and I'll be sure to go over it. I hope it is. I mean, even if it's the one with Jack, there's, oh man, the ending is so cool. But yeah, thank you so much everybody for showing up to this. This is really cool. I just looked and it looks like there was 116 playbacks, which is a lot more than I was expecting. If any of you are interested, tomorrow me and Jack and Water are going to be playing some Minecraft, hanging out, and yeah, just hanging out. But yeah, that'll be at 2 p.m. EST, I think. It'll just be for an hour. We'll just be chatting. You can ask Jack and Water questions and stuff, and yeah, we'll just hang out. Let's see what this is. I think this is... Yes. So this is actually a track with Jack and Water. Never finished. I don't think the drums were ever done. Maybe we'll see it finished in the future. But let's see. I don't know if he's okay with me playing it, but it's fine. Oh, so good. Jack and Water's voice is the best. Let me just tell you. Oh, we definitely need to finish this track. Oh, it's so good. I don't even think this is the most updated version either. He's got a more updated version. But just wait until the end. I'll just skip to it because it's pretty repetitive. Actually, let's hear this. Nothing. Okay. Little interlude thing here. Oh, listen to the vocal harmony and everything here. Oh, it's so sick. Oh, it's so... I can't... Every time I hear it, I'm like, whoa, this is sick. Let me turn it up a little bit. Oh, so sick. I can't get over it. Yusuf, it's Jack and Water. I'll pull up his Spotify so that you can see it. Oh my god, every time I hear it, it's awesome. We just need to flesh it out, really. If Spotify will... Yeah, thanks, Fable. I really think so, too. To me, there's nothing better than a really good vocal loop. Oh, it's so good. Nothing better than a nice vocal loop. Let's listen to it again. So this is him here, Jack and Water. He's got a new album coming out. It's really good. You should listen to it 100%. Write this name down. Oh, man. I know we've been going over an hour, but 1 second. I want to see if I can find the track I was wanting to show. So that's definitely not it. That's not it. This might be it. I don't think so. I'm not sure what live thing is. It's going to be called Pretty Stems. Let's see. End post rock. Another try at post rock. I don't think those are them. Yeah, for sure, Fable, do it. You won't. I don't think you'll regret it. You know what? I'm not going to be able to find it. 2021 EP. Maybe it's here. It's not. Good tracks. These are all tracks that are coming in the future. I'll share those eventually. Not today, though. They're just piano tracks, really. For anybody who's wondering. Sorry if this is boring. What is it called? Yeah, Fable, I agree. I want to do it more. I think the next album will be full of it, because I don't think this album and the last album there weren't any vocals. I'll definitely make sure that there is next time, because it's so fun. But then I always hear from people as well saying that vocals can be distracting in ambient music, which I agree with. But is it 4-track EP? Let's see. It's gonna be called Vocal Track or something. Yeah, so ambient jazz, there might be a few different versions of it, but that is essentially This Guy Sings Its Chorus flavor, which I'll go over next time for sure. Beat track, what is this? Stems? No. Awfully sorry. FLPs. No, that's Shape of Things. I don't know, guys. We might be out of luck here. Do you like my spelling of year? What is it? It must be in One second. Let me bring this over here so that I can go into my downloads and stuff. I'll just play it on here if I can find it. And I won't be able to find it, really. I'm sorry, guys. Just 1 second. Here it is. Nope, that's not it. Oh, it's because I'm in open. So sorry, everybody. I just really want to play this track. Nobody's heard it yet, and I've been wanting to show it off for a while. It features the vocals of a lot of people. Myself, Chantel, Simmel, Jack and Water, The Last Dinosaur, Good Weather for an Airstrike. What else? Who else? Lots of people. Bedroom. I think Voga's on it. Yeah. So sorry, everybody. This is probably so boring. I'm surprised 12 people are still watching. That's cool. Alaskan Tapes vocal track. Is this it? That's not it. It's because I just got the strings back from it. Where would that be? Well, here it is anyways. Let me know if you guys can hear it or not. It's called Now We're Awake and Everything's Okay, by the way. It says unnamed here, but that's what it's going to be called. It'll come out in probably May or June. You should be able to hear it. This is mastered though, so it might actually be a little bit loud. After this, I'm gonna call it a day. This was a lot of fun. Next time I'll send out a thing for questions and whatnot. Fable, my next stream will actually be tomorrow at 2 p.m. EST. It's just me and Jack and Water playing some Minecraft. It'll be relaxing. It'll just be fun. And it'll only be for an hour. But in terms of a stream like this, I'm hoping to do one on Friday. And then next Thursday. And then after that, it'll probably be like once every 2 weeks on the weekends or Fridays or whatever. But I'm hoping to do it a lot more because this was a lot of fun. Yeah, I really appreciate everybody sticking around, especially, everybody who's been commenting and stuff. Made it a lot more fun. This track you can actually find on the record and CD, but it won't be out when the album's out on Spotify, so it'll be after. Let me know if it's too quiet or anything. I'll actually turn it up because the good part's coming. Pot kettle, me and you both. Maybe I'll actually write on stream too. That'd be fun. I'm really excited for this song. I think it's no flavor. The name is Now We're Awake and Everything Is Okay. That's the official name of it. And I'm hoping it'll be out in May. I think we've got that May date in stone, but we'll see, I guess. Yeah, it goes into the Zambian interlude with the bass that is similar to Shape of Things, and this is, to me, one of the best songs I've written. Oh, thanks, Flavor, that's cool. Next time I'll be able to find the project file for this track. I don't know why I can't find it. I think that'd be fun to go through. Oh, I finished. That's cool. Yeah, me too. When I get a confirmation on when it'll be out, I'll let everybody know, for sure. Yeah, and that vocal sample was from a live play of Hansel and Gretel, which I found on YouTube, which is pretty cool. But yeah, Podcat, I'll definitely let you know. I can't show you right now because my MIDI keyboard is dying from RAM for whatever reason. But it's pretty much just it's really just a sine wave, a really really loud sine wave. Cool. There might be a little bit of distortion on the sine, maybe a little bit squared off, but you can make it in massive or really any VST. What's the process for the lyrics? Do you write them? Flavor, it depends. When Chantel sings on my songs, I'll write them. In that track you just heard there, I wrote them. They're fairly simple. Though She No Longer Wants Us, I'll write them. But for Maybe, Jay Roger wrote them. And for a lot of the older collaborations, the vocalist wrote them. And also for that other Jack and Water track, he wrote them. But yeah, the one that's open, actually, he wrote them. But it all depends. As for the process, I'll just kind of, in the same way that I come up with the titles for the songs, they'll kind of just come in like that. I'm no good at writing long-witted lyrics with actual structure. It's more just really nice lines that go together, and it'll take a while, but works out for the most part. Oh man, Picard, that's cool. Thanks so much. Yeah, I'm just happy. Thank you all of you guys for liking it and actually liking it enough to join me today and listen a lot. It's really cool. Yeah, but for now, I think this is good. This is a good place to end it for today. I did a lot more than I was planning on. I was planning on only doing it for like 20 minutes, just going over real people and real places. But I'm glad that it went longer. It's only a good sign, right? But yeah, like I said before, if anybody wants to join tomorrow at 2 p.m., me and Jack and Water are going to be playing some Minecraft for an hour, just hanging out, talking and getting questions and all that stuff. And then on Friday, I'll be doing another one like this. I think it might get pushed back to Saturday, but I'm hoping it'll be Friday. And then next Thursday, we're going to listen through the whole new album together. And then it'll be, it'll be fun after that. We'll just do it whenever. If you guys have any suggestions on what you'd like to see in a live stream, let me know. If you think anybody should be on and I should interview people or the opposite, let me know and we'll figure it all out. We'll continue doing this because it's a lot of fun. All right. Thanks again for being involved in this. It couldn't have gone better, honestly, in my eyes. All right. Bye, everybody.